Hey guys, welcome to Decidedly Neapolitan. Yeah, now since, if you remember last episode, we had the quarry. I went out and did a little bit of more exploring, looking around. Really didn't come across anything interesting, so I didn't really save the recordings on any of it because, the only thing I really found was some hardened dirt and some mesa. I found a mesa, desert, just different locations, but nothing really too exciting. So I just used the glider, the jetpack, and flew around and looked around. So still quite a bit out there to explore, but I did find some good biomes that I can gather up resources from. So that was good. Desert. I've been looking for a desert for a while just to get a good supply of sand because you use so much glass and thermodynamics and forestry and all the mods really use a ton of glass, so it's nice to have a good resource. So the ore haul that we had, as you can see, was quite significant. Now I had an absolute train load of iron here, but I've only got 42 blocks, and the reason for that is I had, I think, 4 stacks of 64 maybe, but I used most of it in a project that I will show you next episode. We're not going to mess with it this episode. This episode is going to be some odds and ends. They're just basically little things that I've done that I haven't really caught you guys up on yet, so I thought I would. One thing I did do is I was using up some of my levels because I have my XP tank upstairs was full, so I started doing some books, and I got Haste 2, Feather Falling, and Unbreaking 2. So I went ahead and put these on some boots. And what I'm going to do is, I guess that's it down here. Oh, no, let me show you this real quick. I made a little charging station. I just wanted to try these guys out. Yeah, now this thing will only charge the backpack, or the jetpack, I mean. Yeah, so you put it in your bar and it'll charge it up. That's the only thing it will charge, though. It's not heavy duty enough to charge anything else. But the reason I made this one was because I was experimenting, because it's part of the odds and ends that we'll see here in a minute. I was using up all my levels here, and I got some books, and I did some combinations and a lot of junk, and it really boils down to the fact that in modded like this, you don't really use these books. You don't use enchanted books that much. I mean, it's like got 2 protection 3s and fire protection 3s, and what I'm going to do is get a good one of each, because what I have done is typesetting and printing press. Yeah, I finally set myself up with one of these guys. And basically what you can do is duplicate your books here. So got 15 chases. What you do is you have a chase here, and you take a book and you put it in here. And the chases are just like blank plates. Then you put a book in here, and it takes, if you're going to do an enchanted book, it takes so many levels, which I don't really have any at the moment, so I can't really show it to you. But basically, you put, I can show you what it looks like, but I used up all my levels basically just to use them up, because like I said, you don't really use enchanted books that much anymore. In this, let's see, like the protection 3 would be good, for example, or actually I would probably combine these to a protection 4. But what you do is you have to wear the glasses, because see, the glasses give you show you what the secret messages are, basically. Let you put the book in there, see, and then it tells you, okay, select the book. So this book will require 31 levels to duplicate if we wanted to duplicate it. So what you do is you would just right-click it. It would create a printing press here. And then over here you take your printing press and you put it in here. And or your printing plate, creates a printing plate. You put your printing plate in here. You put ink sacs up here. Where's it at? There we go. You put ink sacs up here. You put your printing plate in here, and then you put your empty book here. So, you know, if you wanted to duplicate it, and oops, what happened there? There we go. So you see, you put your book there. There's one book. You can duplicate an enchanted book 3 times. So you can put 3 blank books there, and then you just right-click it, and it'll do its little animation thing, and voila, you've got 3 copies of the books. So yeah, I'll probably get like the high level of each sort of thing and copy them, and maybe set up a little store or something in here. This is just all odds and ends stuff. Lure 1, Lure 2, Respiration 3. That Respiration 3 is good. I put those together. The sharpness is fine, but I got my Nano Saber. That does 21. That's going to do a lot more than any sharpness sword. So yeah, so I finally got that set up. But like I said, it's not really that useful, to be honest. Now you can duplicate regular books with this too. So for instance, those books we found with the Crimson Cult, you could probably duplicate using the printing press. So yeah, I thought it was pretty cool. So I did it. Had the took a lot of. This guy took 3 blocks of iron, plus a blaze rod, which kind of weird, but anyways, I finally set me up a potion brewing stand. Very simple system. I'll do a nice fancy one here one of these days, but I don't really use potions that much. So, and I've got actually some. These are all from loot boxes here, and with these glasses on, you can see stuff. It's pretty cool. I like it. But yeah, water breathing. I actually got a decent collection of. I did boost that fire resistance up to 8 minutes though. So I did that. Got that one set up. What else did we get here? I'm trying not to spinning around in circles here. Come on, go through the door. The next episode, I'm working on a big project. Next episode, I will show you what that is, but I'm not going to show that to you today. Today's just going to be some odds and ends. It's not going to be a long episode either. It's going to be relatively short. Do we get anything? Nope. So I got the hardened clay here, and I got the hardened dirt. And that hardened dirt looks sort of like it looks like dirt, sort of a tan colored dirt texture, but it's real hard. You have to use a pickaxe to mine it. So yeah, so I think that would make good path material. You know, if you were making a path, sort of like the new dirt in 1.8, or is it 1.9? I think it's 1.8 where you got the new dirt. So now this is the exhibit that I set up here. So yeah, it's funny. I was putting this guy, Crimson Rights. It's so cool that this little void seed, that these glasses let you see the names of this stuff. Yeah. Now, when I was putting this Crimson Rights book in the thing, you know, you right-click it to throw it in there, right? And when I did that, I accidentally read it. So now I get people, or not people, but I get things whispering to me from time to time. Kind of creepy. I won't lie. Kind of creepy. But here's the little exhibit I set up. I've got the void seed, and there's an extra void seed in the chest over there. And Crimson Rights book. I like those little display cases. They look pretty nice. And we've got the banner. We've got the full set of knight armor, and we just got the one item of the Crimson Cleric. Now I found out. I looked these guys up on the wiki, and I was actually kind of messed up on this whole setup here. The clerics are the ones, they're the guys in the hoods, and they're the ones that stand next to the floating obelisk, right? Well, they're the ones that actually spawn in these guys. So if you kill these guys off, nothing else will spawn in. So unfortunately I was killing these guys off, and so these guys quit spawning. So next time I come across one of these, I need to leave these guys here, the clerics, leave them, and just beat on these guys for a while until I get up another full set of suit or whatever, till you get whatever you want off the guys. And then then you can go ahead and kill off the clerics and get their drops. But once you kill off the clerics, then it ends the spawning cycle. Now I'm assuming that they'll probably respawn again at some point. I don't know for sure. I don't know all that much about the Crimson Cult. I know just a little bit on it. Another star. You get miniature yellow heart. Gas tier. Oh, someone's been doing stuff here. Oh, you notice I got an extra yellow heart too. Trollstein. So firefly jar. So I've been putting stuff in these little. I put these. I don't know if I showed it or not. I put these little shelves up around, and I've been putting stuff on them. And it looks like some other people have been putting stuff on them too. Discovery. Oh, that's interesting. I wonder what that is. Charm of Keeping. I found that on there. He's one of those ghastly souls that the phantoms drop. But there's the Crimson Rite book. Knowledge fragments. What is that? Oh, Thaumanomicon. Yeah. There's another void seed in there. Yeah, okay, cool. There we go. Discovery. Arcane Ear. Shh. Do you hear something? Yeah, they keep talking to me and I don't like it. Stop talking to me. You hear whispers. You hear ancient whispers. Something is whispering to you. Well, stop whispering to me. I don't want to hear you. I've done a couple things over here. I set up a little trader mat. Just because. I wanted to play around with these guys. So this trader mat, I think this is a good deal. For 1 coal, you get 8 torches. And basically, now I can see both sides here because I'm the one that put it in here. But basically what you do is you come over here and you put your coal in here, and you'd get the torches there. And I don't have any coal on me. Is there any back here? Probably not. Now I tried to. It says to use a personal safe so people can't get into it, but I'm not worried about people getting into it. But for some reason it doesn't work. The personal safe won't work for this, so there's probably some sort of setting that you need to do in order to get it to work, and it's probably not enabled on the server. So yeah, I found these over in where did I find these? I found these somewhere. I put them here when I did the nether, when I did the path. And I put this over here, jetpack charging station. That's why I was testing it over there. And see, this has got some, as you see, you step on it, it starts to charge anything. It's just the bat box version. There's like, you can go all the way up to the, I think the MFSU version of these. And it'll charge, like your nano armor and all this kind of stuff, which you need at least the MFE version in order to charge your nano armor. Look at that. That looks funny. So I did a little solar panel. I hadn't messed with the solar panels yet either. So, yeah, of course, don't have any... oh, those chickens are so darn loud. I'm the only one on the server here, so let's sleep real quick. I'll have to turn those chickens down in post. They're just too loud. But I hadn't messed with these solar panels yet. Get over. So yeah, basically as long as you get have a path to the sky. Now you see what I had to do there. I had to knock off one of those leaf blocks with my jetpack. But yeah, as long as you get a path to the sky, you can. These things will charge, so you can actually put these underground. You just got to dig a hole down, and put a piece of glass or something over it so you don't fall down the hole. But yeah, these will work underground. You just have to have a path to the sky with these guys. But I put this in over here because if you have a jetpack and you're out here on the go and you want to charge it up, then yeah. You just stop on there and charge it right up. That's basically all it's good for. It's not strong enough to charge up anything else. Again, it was more just kind of messing around with stuff. Yeah. Now, I don't want to spoil anything over there. That's Digon's house there. Kingy's working on his stuff. He's on a hiatus at the moment. I don't want to go into the Twilight Forest because I've got a big project going over there, and I want to show that to you next time. Oh, I added some chisels here because you can make different kinds of torches, you know, with a chisel. And you probably know about this, but just kind of show you what I'm talking about here. So you can make all different kinds of torches here. Some pretty cool ones. Yeah, like modern, Japanese, maybe Chinese, I'm not sure. Candles. These will look really nice. These are the ones that Pix used in the town hall. Modern looking light bulb kind of things. So yeah, that's pretty cool. There we go. So, well, that's about it on the little odds and ends. Like I said, I went out and did some exploring. Didn't really find anything. Well, I mean, I found some biomes and whatnot, but nothing. It wasn't, you know, just me flying around with the jetpack and the glider, looking at stuff, basically. Found a big area of taint over there. One of those taint forests, which is kind of nasty. Yeah, I'm not sure what to do with my farm. I've got the phytogenic insulator going, so I'm debating about whether to leave this or just to take it down. I'm not really sure, to be honest. I'm not really going to be using it that much with the phytogenic isolator. Cactus farm's doing good. I switched that out with the iron chest. The guys on the server are accusing me of stealing the pumpkins, but I actually got these legitimately. In case you don't know, swords cut pumpkins faster than axes do, and I can charge up my sword, so. So quit accusing me of stealing the pumpkins. I didn't steal them. Well, I might have stole them, but they're over here if you want them. I actually don't remember, to be honest. I might have stolen them. I don't remember. Shit, I can't remember what I did yesterday. What are you talking about? Okay, turn. So there we go. Yeah, now I can grow all this stuff in my phytogenic insulator, which is... Oh, that guy, did he just grow? Or did I just miss him? I think he might have just grown. Yeah, so these will be good for potions, but that's about all they're good for. And my deer, I bred up a few deer because they're still getting out, even through this wall. I don't know what it is about these guys, but they get out. And so I bred them up because I was losing them all. I was down to, well, I had the two, and I bred one. I was going to breed a couple of them, and then I had 3 in here, and I thought 3 is a good number. But then I was down to 2, bred them up, had 3, down to 2, bred them up, had 3, down to 2. So it's like one of them gets out every time I do it. So I bred up a few of them just so I don't lose them all. You know, because I think I've mentioned it. The meat is the same as beef, so it's a good source of protein. But yeah, that's about it, guys. Just doing some odds and ends, some little bits and pieces here. I'm not sure if I've shown this before. Got rid of all this stuff. Yeah. It's kind of weird because I had this area covered over here. This is probably a chunk border here somewhere. Remember, I had this all opened up, and I had a fence. Then I covered it over with glass. Well, the mobs still kept getting down in there, and honestly, I don't know how they were. I think they were just glitching through somehow. Yeah, I'm not sure if there's a chunk border there where they were able to sneak through, or I don't know. The mobs just kept coming through there, even though I had it completely sealed off. But yeah, so I just closed it off. I didn't really need the stuff anyways. So I changed this up just a little bit. It's kind of hard to see. Let's get down here where we can kind of peek at it. See, remember I had all of the switches here with all of the Buildcraft stuff. I got rid of all that. Just added in a servo and the hardened fluid ducts. Works like a charm. Yeah, I really like the thermal fluid duct system. It's very similar to the red power duct system that they use. The what do you call it? What'd you call them? The I can't think of the name of them, but the red power piping system. I can't think of the name of them. That's whatever I record, I can never think of the name of it. I got a decent amount of ores, so yeah. I mean, I did a lot of them into blocks just because I was running out of space, and you don't need 15 stacks of 64, so I converted a lot of them into blocks. And that's basically, I've got a good deal of copper out of it. That should do me pretty well, I think. Copper there and copper there, a little bit of copper there. So that should, I think, be more than enough to do the steam engines and set up the system the way I want it to do it. But to be honest, I've tweaked this guy a little bit here, and it was really kind of a simple tweak. Before I had these guys isolated or separate, it was pumping into this guy, and it just wasn't keeping up well enough. I was running out of lava over on this side. So, and I was using cobblestone, and honestly, cobblestone takes way too much energy doing it like this. You just can't generate enough power with the cobblestone. These are 12,000 and the cobblestone's 32,000. It can't keep up with it. And I'm using the reinforced one here as well. So what I did is I connected these two back into this system here. And then I connected, and then it still got the connection there. And when I did that, all of a sudden the system just really started working well. And yeah, it will. When I got back from the wildlands, this guy was down more. It was down to like 100 something thousand, and I put it in there, and it just very steadily charged this guy all the way up. It never stopped. It never stopped. It never quit. Timed out like it did before or anything. And this whole system stayed full of lava. And then, of course, this drained down, but it drained down to only about half of this. And then I just left it running, and probably within maybe 15 or 20 minutes, it was back full of lava. So yeah, just that little tweak with the system and switching back to the netherrack really really improved the performance of that. So I think that just proves that the netherrack is really the going to make some more diamonds. The netherrack is really the way to go with this, with that lava system. I don't think you're going to really have enough, be able to get enough energy using the magmatic dynamos, and unless you just have a truckload of them, I guess. And really, I may duplicate what I'm doing down there for this new system over in the Twiglet Forest. I'm not sure. So, yeah. So next episode, that's exactly where we're going to go. We're going to go to the Twiglet Forest. We are going to look at my big project over there. I've been working on something over there off and on. It's a nice big project, and yeah, I think you guys will like it. So we'll do that next episode, and you'll see where all that iron went to as well. So, anyways, guys, I appreciate it. Just a little odds and ends. Just to kind of catch you up on some of the doings that I've been doing around the old homestead here. So I appreciate it, and I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye now.